CQDX calling CQ, calling CQDX South Pacific, CQ South Pacific, calling CQ South Pacific, 791, Alpha Uniform 791, Pacific Coast to Canada listening. I just got in. I've been splitting wood all freaking day, man. I split about 2.5 cords today. Big rounds down in a ravine. So now it's rest time. Then I got to head out for dinner. CQDX South Pacific, CQDX South Pacific, 791 Gulf Islands, Canada, standing by. I hear Australia coming in. We got some South Pacific DX. It's the first time I sat down all day, man. Mountains of freaking wood out there from 8 trees we had cut down. CQDX calling CQ Alpha Uniform 161, Alpha Uniform 161, Australia 791, 791, Pacific Coast to Canada listening. I think I hear my friend in there, Jay. Logan, how's it going in the Bluegrass State? I hear Australia in there. CQDX calling CQDX South Pacific, CQ South Pacific. This is Alpha Uniform 791, Gulf Islands, Canada, 791, Pacific Coast to Canada, QSX. I got a palm question. Go for it. You'll never guess what I planted today. You can watch the video tomorrow morning. It's I bit the bullet and I did it. Go for your palm question. I'll try to answer the best I can. Just kind of tuning in this radio station here. Coke. I've given up on coconuts. You know that? I will never, ever grow another coconut palm again. They're one of the most difficult indoor plants to grow, palm tree indoor plants, right? They like 20 degrees annually, so over 70 degrees Fahrenheit annually. At least 8 hours of sunshine a day, and they like high humidity. Very tricky. They're susceptible to spider mites. I've tried several. The longest one I had to live was probably close to 5 years, and then it finally petered out. I used to bring them back from Hawaii. I'm up here in Minnesota. North Dakota just got pounded a little west of me, 27 inches, brother. Whoa. Yeah, it's nice out here. Like I said, I've been splitting wood. It's sunny, blue sky, and current temperature right now, well, it's getting in the evening. It's it's 3:40. It's 44 degrees Fahrenheit here on our island right now. Can palm seedlings have tap roots? No tap roots. Australia coming in here. See if we can get to them. CQDX calling CQDX South Pacific, CQ South Pacific 791, 791 West Coast to Canada, QSX. Up here in Minnesota. I talked to Minnesota yesterday when I pulled into my driveway in my truck. I talked to a guy in Minnesota. I got a video gate of it. Talked to Manitoba yesterday too. CQ calling CQDX 791 West Coast to Canada, trying for South Pacific. Australia's coming in. Oh, tap water. Can a palm seedling have tap water? Oh, tap water. I thought it's a tap root. Sorry. Yes, they can. Yes, that's fine. Nice Australia station coming in right here. See if I can get back to him. QSK 791 West Coast to Canada on the side. CQ 791 West Coast to Canada, QSX. Yeah, tap water won't hurt them, Logan. CQ, calling CQDX South Pacific, CQ South Pacific, 791 West Coast to Canada, QSX. It's running an inch on 99. Wow, I have one of them. CQ, calling CQDX, calling CQ South Pacific, CQ South Pacific. This is Alpha Uniform 791 Pacific Coast to Canada, Pacific Coast to Canada 791. Listening. Still talking. Hoping I get in before you. Thank you. CQ, CQDX, CQ 791 West Coast to Canada, calling South Pacific. They key up too fast. That's the problem. I usually talk to my friend on this channel, and he's in Australia, so they should be able to hear me. CQ, calling CQDX, CQDX. This is 791 West Coast to Canada, 791 West Coast to Canada, QSX. CQ, 791 West Coast to Canada on the side. Nope, time to change channels. Let's go down and see if the Hawaiians are coming in. What's going on? Nope. There we go. Hawaiians coming in. How about it, Hawaiian Islands, mini grass? How about it, mini grass? 612, skip junkie, West Coast to Canada. 612, waving. Not a lot of skip coming in right now. How about it, mini grass? How about it, mini grass? 612, West Coast to Canada, break. CQDX, CQDX. How about it, pineapple juice? How about it, pineapple juice? Garden Isle. 612, 612, skip junkie, waving. Hey, pineapple juice. Hey, pineapple juice. You're blowing smoke, man. 612, West Coast to Canada. 612, West Coast to Canada, waving. Pineapple juice. Hey, pineapple juice. We're running the live stream video gate. Hey, pineapple juice. 612, 612, Pacific Coast to Canada, waving. The gate is rolling, man. Video gate is rolling. 612, skip junkie, waving. Right now, big brother, you're making too much noise. You're making too much noise. Pineapple juice. I ain't getting 28, my man. Hey, pineapple juice, you're making a lot of noise too on the West Coast of Canada. Pineapple juice, Kauai, 612, skip junkie, waving aloha. Let's put some more power. Let's see what we can do here. I'm going to go to my other radio. Let's put it on the TRC 48 old school. Here. How about a pineapple juice? How about a pineapple juice? 612 skip junkie. 612 skip junkie. Waving. How about it? How about it 065, Big Island, 065, 612, Skip Junkie, 612, Skip Junkie, waving. Okay, 065, how about it 065, 612, Skip Junkie, waving. Hey, 065, you smoking in here, 612, your friend 612, Skip Junkie, waving.
Yeah, I barely can hear you, but you got a heavy signal. You turn your radio off.
How about it pineapple juice? How about it pineapple juice, mini grass? Pineapple juice, mini grass, 612, West Coast of Canada, waving. How about it pineapple juice? How about that pineapple juice? 612 Pacific Coast of Canada. 612 Pacific Coast of Canada, waving aloha. How about it 065, 065, 612. 612 Skip Junkie, West Coast of Canada, break. It was 20 C in London today, usually. Yeah, it was about 11 degrees Celsius here today. It was perfect because I split wood all day. So, and it's sunny. It's beautiful, clear sky, sunshine, absolutely beauty. How about it 065, 065 mini grass, 612 West Coast of Canada, breaking. Now you hope that weather lasts through the wintertime. That'd be even better. How about a mini grass? How about a mini grass? 612, 612 West Coast of Canada, break. Clear skies, yeah. We got the next week is just clear skies and sunshine. Highs around 10 degrees Celsius, something like that. Seasonal. It's seasonal here. How about it 065, 065 Big Islands, 612 Skip Junkie, 612 Skip Junkie, Gulf Islands, Canada, break. Yeah, no, I don't think it's probably going to be about 5 here tonight, which is good enough for me. How about a DX land? How about a mini grass? How about a mini grass? 612 Skip Junkie, 612 Skip Junkie, Gulf Islands, Canada, break. Hey, Coconut Mobile, Big Island, Coconut Mobile, 612 Skip Junkie, 612 Skip Junkie, waving. How about that Coconut Mobile? How about a Coconut Mobile, Big Island, 612, 612 Gulf Islands, Canada, waving aloha. Hey, 065, your friend 612 waving. Hey, 065, 612 Pacific Coast of Canada, Shaka wave. Hey, 065, hey, 065, 612 West Coast of Canada, Shaka wave. Low tonight, 12. That's good, man. That's awesome. How about it 065 Big Island, 065, 612, 612 West Coast of Canada, waving aloha. Livestream video gate going, man. Come on, 065. We got to make the gate. 065, 612, waving. That's beautiful out here. The weather's been absolutely perfect. I've been working hard all day, man. It's just like nonstop wood splitting. I just came in and split another 30 rounds, and they're big rounds too, right? So we got mountains of firewood out there. I got to stack it all still. How about at 065 Big Island, 065, 612, skip junkie waving. A 065, 612 waving. About that 065 Big Island, 065 Big Island, 612 Gulf Islands, waving aloha. That would be good. I guess that happens sometimes. We already had a very light frost a couple of days ago, but it wasn't heavy enough to do any damage. All the annuals are still good. You know, it's a heavier frost that kills the annuals. How about at 065, a 065 Big Island, 612 skip junkie, 612 skip junkie, Shaka wave. 065, 612 waving. How about a mini grass? How about that mini grass? 612 Gulf Islands, Canada, 612 Pacific Coast waving. About at 065, 065, 612 skip junkie, Shaka wave. How about at Hawaiian Islands? How about at mini grass? How about at mini grass? 612, 612 Pacific Coast of Canada, waving aloha. I'm trying to read your comments too. We're going to shoot a little skip here. Wendy and I are heading out for dinner. How about at skipland? How about at skipland? 612 West Coast of Canada, mini grass, 612 waving aloha. Hey, wet pineapple juice. How about it? Pineapple juice. 612 skip junkie. 612 skip junkie waving. How about it? Mini grass. How about it? Mini grass. 612. 612 skip junkie, live stream video gate rolling. 612 West Coast of Canada, Shaka wave. Okay, I'm going to put this off, turn that off, turn that off, turn that off. We can go. Yeah, it wouldn't be cool if you went all winter without a frost. There's been areas on Salt Spring I've seen go a year and a half without a frost, which is pretty darn good. How about it, Mama's little baby? 555 Arkansas, 612 West Coast of Canada. Break. How about a 555 Arkansas, 612 West Coast of Canada? No conditions for me tonight. How about it, mini grass? How about it, mini grass? 612, 612 skip junkie waving. How about it, mini grass? How about it, mini grass? 612, 612 Gulf Islands, Canada, waving aloha. Mud Bucket, UDX 43. How's it going, buddy? Thanks for joining in the live stream. Having bad conditions. I just got in a little while ago, and I figured we'll work some Hawaiian skip, but it's in their favor, not mine. I bought it mini grass. 612 skip junkie. 612 skip junkie. Waving aloha. Channel 11. A pineapple juice Kauai. 612 west coast of Canada. Waving. He's been on a few of my video gates. Skipland left me for the day. Is that right? Yeah, the time here is 3:55 p.m. Pacific time. Actually, 3:58 p.m. Pacific time. City of London and Canary Wharf park loads low of last winter 10 a.m. Wow, that's pretty good, man. God, you just pray that the Gulf Stream current never goes off course, man. You just pray. They keep talking about the Gulf Stream current shifting. That would be a bad thing for the UK. Hello, Joe, and hello from, hey, good to see you in there, 968 Horsefly. No conditions for me tonight. There's a bit of skip coming in from Hawaii, but I'm not getting out. How about it mini grass? 612 skip junkie. 612 skip junkie. Waving aloha. We got the Hawaiian flag. We got the Hawaiian license plates. We got Hawaiian pictures on the wall. Just put the antenna back up after you added a beam. Oh, cool. I'm going to put a beam back up. Gotta love a beam, man. Beams are the best. I haven't run a beam for a long time. I used to run a full quad up on a tower many moons ago. That was 42, 43 years ago. How about it pineapple juice? How about it mini grass? 612, west coast of Canada, waving aloha. Now starting to fade out a bit. Now, I'm looking at a Y quad, a Mako Y quad. Maybe next summer we'll get one, and I'll put one up on the roof. I have 3 antennas up right now. I have a IMAX, an Antron, and a Sigma Venom. Yeah, I was here all day. I came in and talked a little bit, and then I went up and finished splitting more wood. Horsefly, yeah. How about it South Pacific? How about it Australia? 612 west coast of Canada. 612 west coast of Canada. Waving. Australia's coming in. How about it South Pacific? 612 west coast of Canada. Break. Australia coming in on AM. Not bad. Yeah, there was a lot of skip here today, too. I came in and briefly worked it. It was first thing in the morning, but I've been actually splitting firewood all day, man. If the Gulf Stream shifts, guess we're going to have to move to... Yeah. They talk about it, but who knows? Probably won't even happen in our lifetime. It's my first. A second. Saru Yagi. Oh, cool. 4-element from... Nice. That's a good beam, man. The first beam I ever ran in the 1970s was a 2-element horizontal V-quad. And then in late 1980 and early 81, it was late 1980, December 1980, I put together a 2-element high-gain quad eliminator 2 beam, 30 feet of tower with 6 feet of mast on it. And I ran that for about 6 years, something like that. How about it pineapple juice Kauai? How about it pineapple juice 612 skip junkie? 612 skip junkie. West coast of Canada, waving aloha. Pineapple juice, you're making a lot of noise. Hey, pineapple juice, 612, skip junkie, waving. Probably got way more noise coming in than I do. That's a good beam, man. Sirio Yagi. Running an IMAX in this radio. A pineapple juice, 612 west coast of Canada. 612 west coast of Canada, waving. Just no conditions for me to get to Hawaii today. Kind of sucks. I'm going to put on my old TRC 458 because on AM I can put out more power with it. Stock microphone. Look at that, eh? Old school. Cereal beams are good beams. How about it pineapple juice? How about it pineapple juice? Hawaiian Island, 612, west coast of Canada, breaking. So I'm running the old PRC 48 with an old VFO with a RM kicker on top. Volume control is on the old school microphone here. Original microphone for this radio. How about it mini grass? How about it mini grass? 612, west coast of Canada, waving. I might not have any conditions today to get back to Hawaii. It's funny, the first contact yesterday of the day I got on, and it was 26 Big Island, Hawaii, on 28. All of these guys have made my live stream or video gates many times. You can see them on past videos if you check out some of my video gates. How about it Hawaiian Islands, mini grass? How about it mini grass? 612 skip junkie. 612 skip junkie waving from the Gulf Islands, Canada. Well, see, if I had a beam, it'd be a lot easier. And then I could point that beam directly southwest for our island to theirs. Syria makes decent antennas for money gut. Nice. That's awesome, man. Build analyzer. Maybe next can build something wicked. That'd be cool. Yeah, beams sure help with the DX, doesn't it? Directional, and you can knock off some of that stuff off to the side and just hone in on who you want to talk to. How about it Hawaiian Islands? How about it Hawaiian Islands? 612 skip junkie waving. Starting to fade out a bit. Hey, pineapple juice, Kauai. Hey, pineapple juice, 612, west coast of Canada, waving aloha. How about that pineapple juice? How about it pineapple juice? Do we have conditions tonight? 612, waving aloha. This guy's in a mobile on the big island next to me. Thing is, they have talking about the Gulf Stream. Yeah, they say with the big earthquake, they talk about we're going to hit here, and it never has, right? How about it pineapple juice? How about it pineapple juice? Kauai 612 skip junkie waving. How about it pineapple juice? How about it pineapple juice? 612, 612. We're waving. Skip junkie. Hey, pineapple juice. Hey, pineapple juice. Kauai 612. Skip junkie waving. Aloha, bro. You just made the video gate again, bro. We got the live stream video gate going. Sounding good from the Garden Island, 612, Gulf Islands, Shaka Wave. Okay, stop while I'm ahead. Aloha, pineapple juice. Sounding good on the video gate, bro. Sounding good. You're blowing smoke, got them all down. Good to hear you again, my friend. 612, Gulf Islands, reading the mail. Shaka Wave. Yeah, our winters are, I mean, we got the mildest winters in Canada here, so I can't complain. And we definitely don't have the hottest summers in Canada. The hottest summers in Canada are in British Columbia and Lytton. They always break the records. Because we actually do have true desert in our province where there's rattlesnakes, cactus, and sagebrush. How about at 065? How about at 065? Mini grass, 612, skip junkie, Gulf Islands, Canada, waving. How about that 065? 065 or Mad Max, 612, 612, Gulf Islands, Canada, waving aloha. Love this guy. How about it 065 or Mad Max? 065 or Mad Max, Big Island, 612, Gulf Islands, Canada, Shaka wave. We have the second behind Cool, that's awesome. Well, hopefully in your lifetime that Gulf Stream never changes. Because if it did, that would be the worst thing ever. And they talked about that before. The Gulf Stream's going to change, but I doubt that'll ever happen in our lifetime. Just like they say, one day we'll be growing coconut palms here. Yeah, what, in 200 years? How about it mini grass? How about it mini grass? 612, skip junkie. 612, skip junkie, waving aloha. He's on Hawaii. About it 065 or Mad Max, 065 or Mad Max, Big Island, your friend Skip Junkie, 612, Gulf Islands, Canada, waving aloha. How about in Mod Squad Mobile, Honolulu, 612, Skip Junkie, Livestream videogate rolling. Hey, Mad Max, 612, West Coast of Canada, waving aloha. Yeah, we're not going to happen in here anytime soon. Making a lot of noise. Pineapple juice making a lot of noise on the Gulf Islands. 612, Skip Junkie, waving aloha. You know, if I lived in the tropics, I like coconut palms, but I wouldn't fill my yard with coconut palms. I probably have like one coconut palm. I plant a lot of different types of other palm trees. I definitely go Bismarckia, Lantania, brahias. I'll try some of those. I mean, they probably don't like the tropics too much, but I have seen brahia growing on the island of Oahu. How about in mini grass? Mod Squad Mobile, Honolulu, 612, Gulf Islands, Canada, waving aloha. How about in Mod Squad Mobile, Honolulu, 612, Skip Junkie, Gulf Islands, Canada, waving aloha. How about in Mod Squad Mobile, 612, Skip Junkie, 612, Skip Junkie, Gulf Islands, Canada, Shaka wave. Your whole garden was just coconut. Yeah, they're totally dangerous. When you go to the tropics, they usually, on the main roads, they get rid of all the coconuts. Did you know coconut's called a droop? The fruit itself is called a droop. How about it Mod Squad Mobile? How about it Mad Max or 065 Mini Grass 612 Skip Junkie waving aloha. Yeah, I would have them for fruit, but I'd probably do the Malayan dwarf. Big cold front coming through down here next weekend. Very cold. Is that right, eh? Wow. Yeah, we had a little dusting of snow a few days ago, but it was gone within a few hours, which is very early for us. I mean, we have winters where we don't have any snow, and then we have winters where we'll have like, about this much snow, but it's gone within a few days. It doesn't stick around here much on the islands much. We get rain instead of snow. Our winters are wet. Yeah, I like coconuts, lipstick palms. Oh, there's Showdown. Hey, Showdown, how about it? Showdown, Big Island, 612, Gulf Islands, Canada. 612, waving aloha. Hey, Showdown, Big Island, 612, West Coast of Canada, waving aloha. Bismarcky has a chance that might survive. Yeah, I don't know, man. You should try one. I tried one years ago. Back in the late 1980s, I tried a 5-gallon one. I know they work in Phoenix, Arizona, because I've seen them growing there, and they work in Southern California, too. How about it, Showdown? How about it, Showdown, Big Island? Showdown, Big Island, Hawaii, 612, Gulf Islands, Canada, waving aloha. Problem is with Bismarcky, they like more heat, too. That's the problem. But I know Washingtonia works there because I've seen them. I remember the first time I saw Washingtonia growing in London, it was in one of our journals in the Palm Society. It was back, God, it was 30 years ago. And the guy had an 18-foot one growing in the backyard in his garden in London. 18-foot Washingtonia filibuster. San Francisco. They grow there, so they should grow fine. You should try one then. I've never seen one in San Francisco, but I wouldn't have my doubts because San Francisco rarely ever gets frost. They just don't have the heat units, but they can get warm too. Inland a little bit's better, but they also get frost inland. How about it, Hawaiian Islands? How about it, mini grass? 612, West Coast of Canada, breaking. I don't think Bismarckia is hardy. Bismarckia nobilis is not as hardy as Phoenix canariensis. I know that for a fact. How about it, mini grass? How about it, mini grass? 612, 612, skip junkie, Gulf Islands, Canada, waving aloha. Yeah, you should try one then. You should try one. Yeah, mine packed it in at about minus 3 degrees Celsius. It was about minus 3 when my Bismarckia died. How about it, mini grass? How about it, mini grass? 612, skip junkie. 612, skip junkie, Gulf Islands, waving aloha. Yeah, there's no 9Bs around here. The West Coast is 9A. I think the date palm did fine over there, too. There is a date palm growing in my buddy's yard and Brian's yard over in Tofino. How about it, mini grass? How about it, mini grass? 612, skip junkie, live stream video gate rolling. 612, Gulf Islands, waving aloha. I did plant date palm today in the garden. We'll see how it does. The other one I planted made it with a nursery bucket over it. Australia's in there. South Pacific, how about it, South Pacific, 612, West Coast of Canada, North Pacific, waving. About it, South Pacific Station, South Pacific, 612, skip junkie, Pacific Coast of Canada, waving. Maybe get big before I plant it. I've grown one from seed, it becomes more hardy. Yeah, I've grown them from seed. I collected on the island of Oahu, but The seed just kind of rotted out. I had them in my cold greenhouse. They did not like that at all, man. They did not like the cool. It wasn't even freezing. It was just cool, damp. They got botrytis on them as they started sprouting. The sprouts coming up, and they just petered away. I grew a whole bunch of Bismarckia from seed. I should have brought them in the house. It was my bad. I collected the seed in the wintertime at Fort Tarusi in Honolulu. Be interesting to see a Bismarckia in England. I don't think anybody's ever tried one of those out there before. How about it South Pacific, 612, Skip Junkie, North Pacific, waving. Yeah, you want good circulation in that greenhouse, I'll tell you. Young palms are very prone to botrytis with the cool, damp conditions. Yeah, that'd be interesting to see how that does outside for you. That's a nice palm. How about it South Pacific? 612, North Pacific. 612, Skip Junkie, North Pacific, waving. Australia coming in. How about it mini grass? 612, West Coast of Canada. 612, West Coast of Canada, breaking. How about it mini grass? 612, West Coast of Canada, waving aloha. How about it mini grass? 612, Skip Junkie. 612, Skip Junkie, West Coast of Canada, waving aloha. Day 26, Big Island. 612, Skip Junkie, Gulf Islands, waving aloha. How about it 26, Big Island? 612, Skip Junkie, Gulf Islands, Canada, waving.
It's not very soft, man. It's called Sticky Feet Road. You pump it up, man. It's called Sticky. You pump it up, get it and get home. 166, you are looking in there. Break.
Hey, 166, 612, Pacific Coast of Canada, waving. How about it 166 mini grass? 612, Gulf Islands, Canada, waving aloha. Yeah, they're worth trying for sure. If you think they have a hope in hell, I would say they're going to be. I would say Bismarckia would be short term there because I know the low temperature in London is probably about -6 or -7 degrees, which it can happen. So when I'm growing palms, I always look at the extreme low minimums a certain area has had in the past, right? Our extreme low minimum here at this end of the island is about a -11 degrees Celsius, which is cold enough to kill a lot of marginal palm trees. So I know anything that I plant that is not Trachycarpus, is not needle palm or sable minor, and Camarops is going to be a goner when it gets that cold. See, I look at the extreme low temperatures. That's what I look at. And I know there's a lot of new people that are new into palm growing. I've been growing palms for about 4 decades now. And I see them planting up their gardens in Vancouver with brahias and Washingtonias and Camarops, and Phoenix. And, we had a real bad cold snap in late December, and it was way worse in Vancouver than it was here. They had like minus 13 or 14 degrees Celsius, and it wiped out a lot of stuff there. 1960s, London every 10 years has. Yeah, so that's about when we get a bad freeze, about once every 10 to 15 years. That's when we get hit, right? So it's like Tokyo too. I look at the all-time low temperature. Is it cold enough to kill this and that if you plant it, right? So -7, if it's short-lived, not cold enough to kill a Phoenix canary that's established. If that temperature is prolonged, yeah, it can kill it. Down on the Oregon coast, I was photographing palm trees about 20 years ago in Gold Beach, Oregon, big date palms. And I talked to the owner, and I asked the guy, how long were these here? And he said they planted them years ago, back in the 1980s. And he says in the December freeze, he planted them in the early 1980s, and he says in the December freeze of 1990, they totally defoliated at 13.5 degrees Fahrenheit. Totally, he thought they were dead, but they actually regrew again because the freeze was short-lived, but it was cold enough to defoliate big date palms. They had probably 15 feet of trunk on each one of them, right? So, but it can happen because I know even on the Scilly Isles, it has been cold. They've had, when was it? Probably about 15 years ago or something like that. They had a deep freeze, and it did cause some damage to some of the plants there. Didn't kill the date palms or anything, but it definitely did cause some damage because they're not used to it. So if you're not used to it, the plants aren't acclimatized to it, it actually causes more damage. It's like an early freeze or a late freeze. Early freezes are bad, and late freezes are bad too. You know what I mean? They cause a lot of damage to the garden. I've seen it. I remember in 1985, we had a really bad freeze in November where I used to live. The temperature got down to minus 14.8 degrees Celsius. November 27th, 1985. It was cold enough to kill little baby monkey trees that I planted in 1984. That was on the mainland southeast of Vancouver. It was that freaking cold. I remember working out in it that night. It was brutal, man. It was awful. And the wind was blowing. So you guys are lucky you don't have to worry about temperatures that low. But on the mainland southeast of Vancouver, they certainly do. It was 87, they said there, freeze. That's it, right? I remember. Okay, so it was 87, so 35 years ago. Just go have it, -12. Yeah, that's right. Right. -8. Okay, I was thinking, see, I lose track of time. Hopefully soon get me some cactus to grow outside. Yeah, we have a lot of cactus growing here. Well, we have native cactus on our island. We have Opuntia fragilis that grows all over the place. And succulents, too. Lots of succulents grow here, native. Aloha. How about in mini grass? 612, west coast of Canada, waving aloha. How about in mini grass? 612, west coast of Canada, waving aloha. Yeah, we got a pretty good cactus garden here. There's some amazing cactus gardens here on Salt Spring Island. There's a guy down the road from me who has a massive cholla cactus. He's got to keep cutting it back. It's like 8 feet tall. How about in mini grass? 612, Skip Junkie, Gulf Islands, Canada, waving aloha. Well, hopefully it continues on an upward trend, that's for sure. Our winters are generally pretty mild, but I know every so often we can get a cold blast because Alaska is to the north of us. And when Alaska decides to open up her doors, that's where the cold air goes, straight down the coast, man. Straight to the Gulf Islands. How about in mini grass? 612, Gulf Islands, Canada, waving aloha. I just don't want palms I have to protect because at my age, I've done all my experimenting back in the day, and I just like to look out at the garden and just enjoy it rather than fuss over it. I don't know how these guys do it in Ontario. And, those guys in Ontario that grow palm trees, but they got to box them in every winter. And I don't know what the hell they're going to do when the palm trees reach 20 feet tall. Eventually they're going to have to let those palm trees die because you probably can't keep boxing them in forever. there are 30 feet, 40-foot tall Trachycarpus palms on Salt Spring Island. It gets a little difficult to box in something like that. So to me, it's just too much work. When gardening becomes too much work, it takes the fun out of it for me. So we like to just go out in the garden. And our garden is basically survival of the fittest. And if a bad winter comes, it does weed out the wimpy plants. That's the way I look at it. I give each plant 3 tries in our garden. After the third strike 3, you're out. Come Scandinavia. Yeah, I know. You guys get it from Siberia or something, don't you? Bad freezes. Yeah, we get them about once every 10 years or so. So the last one was December 2021, late December. And before that was December 2008. How about in mini grass? 612, west coast of Canada, waving aloha. How about in Hawaiian Islands? 612, west coast of Canada, waving aloha. Hey, 3200, you're smoking into the west coast of Canada, 612, waving. How about it 3200, 612, west coast of Canada, waving aloha. Hey, 3200, 612, west coast of Canada, waving aloha. 3200 mini grass, 3200, 612 skip junkie, west coast of Canada, waving aloha. I made a good microclimate. My eucalyptus didn't go below freezing. Right on. We have acreage here, so we have good microclimates on this property, which is a good thing. How about in mini grass? West coast of Canada, waving aloha. 612, west coast of Canada, waving. It's waving. We're waving back at you, buddy. Thanks for the wave. Shaka wave and aloha from the Gulf Islands of Canada. 612, waving. You heard me. That's a good thing. 612, west coast of Canada, waving aloha. The date palm I planted today, I planted in an area of our garden that didn't fall below 20 degrees Fahrenheit. So we'll see how it does up there. I will give it a little help. I'll put a bucket over top of it if it gets too cold, like the other one that did survive. How about it mini grass? 612 skip junkie. 612 skip junkie, west coast of Canada, waving aloha. How's the Australian willows doing in the dog park? They're freaking massive. They are massive trees, man, the Australian willows. I hope they don't cut them down. I don't work there anymore, right? So I retired from the Parks Department. But I drove past there today. They're huge. How about it mini grass? 612, Gulf Islands, Canada, waving aloha. Yeah, they're big trees, and I just planted them just by ramming sticks in the ground. My garden layout is one part is a desert, lots of grit, sand, palms, another is Mediterranean. Cool. Sounds nice, man. Sounds nice. How about it 3200 mini grass, 3200 Hawaiian Islands, 612 west coast of Canada, shaka wave. Starting to pick up a little bit. Yeah, so our garden is very big here. The frontage on our property is 330 feet. So you get an idea how big our garden is, right? It's massive. It is a really big garden. So it's pretty jungle-like. Lots of palm trees, eucalyptus trees, and broadleaf evergreens. We try to thrive on broadleaf evergreens, so it looks green year-round. And the surroundings around us are actually evergreen because the island is evergreen. Well, that's what they said. The people that gave me the cuttings from these things, that's what they say. But you know what? Sometimes I do have my doubts. And because they survived last winter no problem. And I think a true Australian willow would die. It's colder. It's a cold area, the Australian willows where they're growing. Definitely colder. I have them up against the swimming pool. I have lots of palm trees growing there that do fine, but it's a cold area. The other part subtropical, exotic, not much. Part of the coastal Dallas pond, tropical. Cool, awesome. Tender palms. Yeah, it's good to place them in a good microclimate. How about in Hawaiian Islands? 612, west coast of Canada, waving. When I have time, Brad, because I don't go there anymore, really, because I don't work there. I haven't worked there for a year. I will try to get a video of them so you can see what they look like. The guy that gave them to me, the man and the lady said these are Australian willows. So, like I say, they've been growing really, really fast. And it does get really wet there in the wintertime. Can Australian willows handle that wetness in the wintertime? I wonder if there are true Australian willows or something else that he's called Australian willows. Okay, 3200, 612, Pacific Coast of Canada, Shaka Wave. How about at 3200, 612, West Coast of Canada, waving aloha. Aloha, 3200, you're sounding good on the West Coast of Canada. Livestream videogate rolling, 612, West Coast of Canada, waving aloha. Yeah, they've never flowered yet. I've never seen them flower. How about at 3200, 612, West Coast of Canada, Shaka Wave. Have a good weekend. Happy holidays, 3200. Back on the mill. Bye-bye. All right, 3200. Sounding good, bro. Sounding good on the Gulf Islands of Canada. 612, Pacific Coast of Canada. Shaka Wave. Nice. I went to try rainbow. Yeah, I don't think it would ever work there. I don't even know if, I wonder if it'd even work. It might work in the Scilly Isles. Mini grass sounding good on the Gulf Islands of Canada. 612, Gulf Islands, Pacific Coast of Canada, waving aloha. How about it, Mad Max, Big Island? Mad Max, Big Island, 612, Gulf Islands, Canada, waving. How about it, Mad Max? Big Island, 612, Gulf Islands, Canada, waving aloha. I want to try rainbow eucalyptus. Yeah, I wouldn't have a hope in hell here. ARC topside Honolulu. ARC topside Honolulu. Mini grass 612 Gulf Islands, Canada. Waving aloha. Second winter coming up. Wow. Yeah, you should see our eucalyptus trees, Brad. I'm looking at eucalyptus. I'll tell you what I'm going to do for you, Brad. I'm going to do this right now because it's still light out here. I'm just going to unplug everything and take this computer. I'm on a laptop. There, you want to see eucalyptus trees? Those are all eucalyptus trees. Eucalyptus trees everywhere you look here. There's so many eucalyptus trees on this property. There's Passiflora. There's Dalarimpliana, Debuzavilli, Coxifera, Stellulata, Gunnii, Archeri, Neglecta, and a whole bunch of different varieties. Nitons out there. So lots of eucalyptus trees here on our property. And we have Yomanii. Yomanii is a really nice one too. I love Yomanii. I planted that in 2007 and it survived the 2008 freeze. So Yomanii is a good one, man. God, I've lost count of how many eucalyptus trees we have on our property. Anyway, we have lots of bottle brush here. I'm trying to think what other Australian plants we have. We have the Tasmanian tree fern. We have some Australian tree ferns. I just shot a video of those. I'm trying to plug this back in here. That. What else am I missing here? I got to plug all my stuff back into my computer. Nope. Come on. There we go. Eucalyptus torque. Never heard of that one. Citradora. Yeah, that's a nice one. Yeah, so, and then there's more eucalyptus trees, but we had the biggest ones cut down. We had all our 100-foot ones cut down, Brad. We had a 60-foot Pariniana hanging over our greenhouse we had cut down last year. You can see the video of it, getting it cut down. We're heating our house with eucalyptus wood right now. I've tried jacaranda and mimosifolia back 30 years ago, and they all died. They got botrytis in the wintertime, in the late fall. How about a mini grass? 612, west coast of Canada, break. I grew a ton of jacaranda from seed. Yeah, we have Nikolai in there too somewhere, and we have Caibiensis. Don't expect it. Should try Debusavilli. It does burn hot. We have a woodshed full of eucalyptus. How about it DX land? How about it mini grass? 612, west coast of Canada, waving aloha. It does burn hot like arbutus. So we have Pacific madronas here, Brad. They look like eucalyptus trees. They're a broadleaf evergreen, and we burn that too. It burns just like eucalyptus, super hard wood. How about it mini grass? 612, west coast of Canada, waving aloha. Turn this so you can see the radio. How about it mini grass? Hey, mini grass, how's the station making it out? 612, west coast of Canada, waving aloha. Six foot. Yeah, they grow fast, man. That's like, I've had nightins grow 6 foot in 1 year. In town, there's a massive eucalyptus nightins, and there's seedlings that grow around it, right? How about it mini grass? 612, west coast of Canada, waving. In the center of our town, Brad, there's a huge eucalyptus arch rock. And there's Pariniana, and there's also Debusavillis. How about it mini grass? 612, Gulf Islands, Canada, waving aloha. Small indoor trees. It'll come to you, horsefly. It will come to you. I've seen those gorgeous bark. Yeah, they're beautiful. Yeah, Citradora is nice. You know what I made out of some of our eucalyptus? I made chopping blocks, like cutting blocks for the kitchen. How about it pineapple juice? Hey, pineapple juice, 612, Skip Junkie, Gulf Islands, Canada, waving aloha. Oh, the heat, right, because they're native to the high mountains of Australia. And you guys get really hot there, way hotter than we ever do. So try some sable palms. There's a guy in Oklahoma that had a garden full of palm trees. I used to see write-ups in Hardy Palm International years ago. You could grow some good hardy sables there. You know there's sable palms native to McCurtain County, Oklahoma, right? 112 this summer, similar to Tucson, yeah. McCurtain County, Oklahoma has native sable minor palms. How about it mini grass? 612, Gulf Islands, 612, west coast of Canada, waving aloha. Yeah, that's hot. 112 degrees. We got some days in the 90s. But you got to remember we're on an island, right? How about it mini grass? 612, west coast of Canada, waving aloha. Just when I think it's fading out, these guys come back. So we made a few contacts to the Hawaiian Islands. Not the greatest night tonight, but better than nothing, right? How about in Mod Squad? 612, West Coast of Canada, waving aloha. Yeah, Nikolai's a nice one. She tried neglect her. How about a 308 Mudslinger? How about a Mudslinger Mini Grass 612 West Coast of Canada, waving aloha. How about a 308 Mini Grass 612 West Coast of Canada, waving. Most Australian trees. Can't handle it. Exactly. How about a 308 Mini Grass? 308 Mini Grass 612 West Coast of Canada, waving. See if we can hear me. How about that 308 Hawaiian Islands? 308 612 West Coast of Canada. Can't wait to get my beam up, man. Oh. Hey, Brass Monkey, you blowing smoke in here, man. You made my video gate again. Hey, Brass Monkey, 612 Skip Junkie, Shaka Wave from the Gulf Islands. Sounding good, Brass Monkey, on the video gate. Got the video gate rolling, brother. Sounding good, bro. 612, Shaka Wave from the Gulf Islands of Canada. Have a good weekend, my friend. You're right, buddy. Check out the video gate sometime. You made my video gate. We're running live right now. YouTube video gate, and Brass Monkeys blowing smoke. 612, Shaka Wave. Bring it back, Hawaiian Islands. We like to get you on the video gate. We love the mini grass. Mini grass is sounding good on the Gulf Islands, North Pacific, waving. He's got good ears. Sounding good. Mudslinger, bring it back to 612 Skip Junkie. 612 Skip Junkie, Gulf Islands, Canada, waving aloha. 612 Shaka Wave. All right, Brass Monkey. Have a good one, buddy. Always good to hear you in there, man. You got a good sounding station. Sounding good out here on the Gulf Islands, far west coast of Canada. We're waving aloha. Have a good weekend. We're reading the mail. I have Greg Sonia. I think we have that one in the garden too. We have a few neglectas in the garden. I think we have about 4 or 5 of them. Yep. Bring it back to the west coast of Canada. I hear you calling, Mini Grass. Hey, Mini Grass, 612, Gulf Islands, Canada, Shaka Wave. Aloha, 308. You made the video gate, buddy. You made my video gate. 308, Mini Grass, Shaka Wave from the Gulf Islands, 612, waving aloha. Aloha, bro. Take care, 308. Thanks again, my friend, 612, waving aloha and reading the mail. Might have good luck with Hardy City. Yeah, they grow up here. People do grow those. Camphor, is that what they call them? Is that the Latin name for them? Yeah. I tried one and it dried up in the summertime, unfortunately. Camphor. Is camphor like cinnamon? Camphor. How about it, Mini Grass? 612 Skip Junkie. 612 Skip Junkie, Gulf Islands, Canada. Waving aloha. Yeah, look up camphor trees. I always thought camphor was related. It might be like a hardy cinnamon. 82, sounding good. Sounding good on the west coast of Canada. 612 Gulf Islands, waving aloha. $10A. Okay, so it's not cinnamon then. I think it's camphor, right? 612 Skip Junkie waving, making the gate. Mini Grass, you're making the video gate. 612 west coast of Canada, waving aloha. Hey, pineapple juice, you're making a lot of noise. 612 on the west coast of Canada, waving aloha. 83, you're making the video gate. 83, 612 Gulf Islands, Canada. Shaka wave. Cinnamon, maybe that's the one. That's the one right there, Brad. Shaka wave from the Gulf Islands. Shaka wave from the Gulf Islands in the North Pacific. 612, waving aloha. How about it, Mad Max, Big Island, Mad Max, 612, west coast of Canada, Gulf Islands, waving aloha. I'm going to go for dinner soon. Yeah, I know there is a hardy species. I know because I've seen people growing it in Victoria. How about it, Mini Grass, 612, Gulf Islands, North Pacific, waving aloha. I hear you. You're definitely calling. We hear you out there, man. 612 from Canada, waving back. 612, Gulf Islands, Canada, waving aloha. I wonder. You're sounding good, 83. 83, Mini Grass, 612, Gulf Islands, Canada, waving back at you. 612, Gulf Islands, Canada, Shaka wave. I'd have to protect it from the deer here. You know another one to grow, Brad? Try bay leaf, bay tree, Laurus nobilis. They grow like weeds here. They self-seed all over the place. How about it, Mini Grass? Hey, Mini Grass, 612, 612, Gulf Islands, Canada, waving aloha. Oh, I bet you it smells good as a firewood. Eucalyptus sure does. When you cut it with a chainsaw, it does. Mini Grass sounding good. 612, Skip Junkie. 612, Skip Junkie, Gulf Islands, Canada, waving aloha. .460 Mobile, 460 Mobile, 612, 612, Skip Junkie, Gulf Islands, Canada, waving aloha. Got it for $1. Wow, $1, cool. My Valencia oranges are ripe today. Cool. Yeah, we got lemons. Our lemon trees are full of lemons and kumquat. There's a guy on Salt Spring Island here that has a huge orange tree in his garden. Seedless, too, right outside. It's been outside for 15 years. Produces lots of nice oranges. I don't know the variety. I have YouTube videos of it. How about in mini grass? 612, west coast of Canada. Waving aloha. A 460, a 460, 612, waving aloha. How about a ground plane, Big Island? A ground plane, 612, skip junkie, west coast of Canada, waving. Referring to bay and above. Oh, bay. Okay, cool. Yeah, our biggest bay tree is about 30 feet tall. We have them all over our gardens, and they grow big, and they do self-seed like weeds. They flower, too. Actually, we might have one coming into flower right now. Should try loquat, too. How about in mini grass? How about in mini grass? 612, skip junkie. 612, skip junkie. Gulf Island, Shaka wave. I'm going to get ready to go soon. How about at 460 Mobile, 460 612 west coast of Canada, waving aloha. I harvest all my lemons and kumquats. Yeah, I've been eating the kumquats off ours. Our kumquat tree is beautiful. I've had it for about 7 years now. Yeah, we have a huge loquat tree in our garden, Brad. You can see videos of it. It's blooming right now. Behind the house, I planted it 30 years ago. It's a pretty big tree. Unfortunately, it's smothering out the guavas and one of the figs that are growing beside it. But it's a nice tree. Even if it never produces fruit, they got beautiful leaves on them. Really tropical. That's one you got to try. Should work there. How about in mini grass? How about in mini grass? 612 skip junkie. 612 skip junkie. Gulf Islands, Canada, waving aloha. Yeah, they're good for you, though. Yeah, we got a bunch of citrus trees here. How about it Hawaiian Islands? Hawaiian Islands, 612, Gulf Islands, Canada, waving aloha. Well, I thought that was a pretty good live stream. I didn't realize I was going to go this long. How about in mini grass? How about in mini grass? 612, Gulf Islands, Canada, Shaka wave. How about it, Mad Max? You out there tonight? Mad Max, 612, skip junkie. 612, skip junkie, Gulf Islands, waving. Creosote bush, wow. Oh, that'll work for you for sure, Brad. How about a mini grass, 612, Gulf Islands, Canada, 612, Gulf Islands, Canada, waving aloha. Oh, I watched that guy, Crime Pays. He's great, man. He's got like a New York accent, that guy. He's awesome. He's good. I've subscribed to his YouTube channel. Yeah, he's a good guy. How about a mini grass? A mini grass, 612, Gulf Islands, Canada, waving aloha. How about it, Mad Max, Big Island, Mad Max, Big Island, 612, Gulf Islands, 612, West Coast of Canada, waving aloha. Okay, 99, Big Island, 99, Big Island, 612, North Pacific, Gulf Islands, waving aloha. Well, I think it's time to call her a night here because I got to head out for dinner. Turn this down. I think it's time to shut her down, folks. Enough skip shooting for tonight. So we made a few contacts. Wasn't the greatest night for skip shooting, but hey, we definitely did make some South Central Pacific contacts, which is a good thing. Anyway, seems like a good one. That's the one, cinnamon camphor. No, there's a hardy one that grows here, and people do grow it on Vancouver Island. I've seen big trees of it. I don't know if it's Cinnamonium camphora. I'd have to look it up. Somebody used to always post the pictures of their trees in Victoria. I guess I got to go soon. Anyway, Wendy's calling me. We got to go for dinner. Seed grown manna. Oh, that's a hardy one too. That's totally hardy. That's the one I want to get. I need seeds for that one. I got a friend in Wisconsin that actually grows it, and it does well in Wisconsin. So if it does well in Wisconsin, it's going to do well and even better in Oklahoma, right? That's the one I want. All right, guys, I got to roll. I got to go out for dinner. Thanks for joining in the live stream. We talked a little bit about plants. I shot a little DX. And stay tuned for videos on my other YouTube channel, Banana JSSI. We got some videos going to be popping on tomorrow morning. I did plant another date palm. You will see it in the video. All right. And tomorrow I got to finish splitting wood. I got quite a few more rounds to split, and then I should be done splitting tomorrow. Then I got to stack the rest of it. I've been doing a lot of wood splitting. All right, guys. Thanks for joining in, and have a good night, and shaka wave from the Gulf Islands of Canada. And we will see you next time on the next live stream. Cheers. Good gate go. Thanks a lot, man. Horsefly. We will see you later. Yeah. Fixing to head over. Yeah. Have a good one, man. I like that YouTube channel. The Old Night Radio. I can't tonight, though. I got to go for dinner, unfortunately. Hopefully the date one does well as the other one. Yeah, we're going to find out. I got it in a better spot. It's about 200 feet away from the other one in a milder spot. So we're going to find out. All right, guys, check out the video tomorrow on my other channel, Banana JSSI. Cheers to you. Have a good night. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. Maybe we'll do a live stream video gate tomorrow. Cheers and aloha from the Gulf Islands of Canada.